Welcome back. So today we're going to finish the hydrovortex and kind of go over the two issues I had on this job. I hope they're my last two issues. I've still got more to do, but let's go through exactly what we're going to do today. So today's hydrovortex is going to be the hooking up all the pipes and getting it installed up on the top of the hill. So as you can see from my first shot, that's I've already goofed up. Now, I didn't know I goofed up. Obviously that's a 90-degree angle, and I needed to probably do a 45-degree angle. So I went back to the store and got a 45-degree elbow, and that's going to be a much better fit. But I still haven't recognized my mistake, and I'm not going to recognize a mistake until after I've already completed it and put it in. And this is my mistake. And as you can see, they're completely different colors. I did not know that there was a difference between ABS and PVC. If you go to the store, you're going to see two completely different sections. One is going to be 100% ABS. The next section will be 100% PVC. And there's a reason for that. I'm not quite sure what that reason for is. I've done a lot of searches on the different forums and how you don't mix the two, and if you do, there's a special cement you use. But I'd already submitted this together with ABS to PVC, and I've already installed it, and I didn't realize this until I was all said and done. So I took a piece, I took a 90-degree elbow of ABS, and I took some PVC pipe, and I took the hot glue, and I glued them together. And over 3 or 4 days after it had set, I knew it was done. I tried to take it apart, and there was no way I was going to take this apart. I tried cutting it, tried to do whatever I could, thinking maybe I can peel it back. There has to be a reason. People don't tell you not to mix ABS and PVC. But after tearing apart one of these, my test piece, I came to the conclusion that they weren't going anywhere. So even though I mixed ABS and PVC, I am 100% confident I'm not going to have a leak or anything going on. This whole job I've been very fastidious about making sure that once it's installed, any changes I want to make are all going to be on the surface. Would be with the waterfall, would be with the rock placement, would be things that I wouldn't have to worry about. The only things that on this job that I want to worry about in the future is the waterfall shape, and then placement of the pump, cleaning, make sure it's well maintained. Everything's on top, on the surface. No more digging. So as we're back into the vortex, I'm basically going to have to install this up on the hill about 15 feet. So I want to make sure all my pipes are put in and adjusted to the right length before I take it up the hill. And I'm pretty confident with the placement of the with the bend with the 45 degree. So I get that together. Once again, make sure you measure things out before you glue it. And then once you start gluing, especially with the connections into the vortex, you're putting sealant on each one of those screw adapters that you put into the vortex. You want to make sure it's sealed, and that even though it's you screw that in, you get a pretty good tight fit. That sealant just acts as an extra barrier to make sure the water stays where it's supposed to be. So I get it all up to the hill. I go, okay, I've got the two. There's a total of 4 inputs on this vortex. So before I stood it up and put it in, I attached the third. Those are the 3 that are in the back. There's one up in front. So I got them all glued. And as I put it in, one of the issues I was having is getting it level. So what I did is used two paving stone blocks, and I kind of got those buried in there. And the reason I did that is because the vortex has 4 feet it stands on. Getting all 4 level and squared and basically set up on the ground to make sure that it's installed properly, I decided to start with just 2. So with the 2 front blocks, it allowed me to create a much more level, lean environment for the vortex. And as you can see, I was able to adjust the back 2 legs so that I was able to get it level from side to side and front to back. Got that in. Didn't worry about compacting my dirt around the pipes yet. I wanted to make sure I had my everything connected before I made any permanent, and basically compacting the dirt around the pipes and make it permanent. So I get up there. This is my plan. I've got my T here. We got probably a 3-inch pipe coming up, and it tees into 2-inch pipe, or 1.5, I'm not quite sure. So I get it all up, I get my pipes out, I get it here, and then this is my second problem I had here. I don't know why I didn't see it, but I sure as heck didn't. And you can see from this photo that it's not going to work. And the reason it's not going to work is because I didn't read any of the labels. And as I couldn't put it together. I'd read it all, I kind of placed it out, so I knew exactly where each piece had to go. And as you can see, if I had read the labels, even though these parts, they look exactly the same, the reducers are on 2 different ports of the T. So when I got the wrong one up there, even though it was the same part, the reducers were on opposite ends. And I thought, this is going to be a pain. I've got to redo. How did I mess this up? Oh, I didn't. It just came back to the second issue I had. Is the design for this waterfall came from me. It is unique to my build and what I want to put together. So no matter what you're going to do, you're going to have to put together your own design. But when Russel gets your design, they're going to lay it out. They're going to cut the pieces to the length that you're going to need them. They're going to have your connectors all set up, reducers if it needs it, and they're going to label it. So the thing that when I first got the kit that was not quite motivational was I didn't really have a clear path, but it turns out if I just kind of trusted in my own design and knew that when I put it together, their part was to make sure I didn't make some stupid dumb mistake like using the wrong T in the wrong section by labeling everything. And so as you go through and you see pictures of some of the pipes in the previous part of the video, you're going to see it's clear labels, and the labels are there to keep you on track. So alright, I got it all glued, I got everything in, and as you can see from here, that's complete. I've got 4 inputs. I've got 2 from the pump coming in that will create a vortex going around. I've got 1 on the very bottom, which is the drain, which will go out into the yard down the hill. And then the last one is the one up on top, and that is the for when you do the hydro flush, so it will actually clean out that whole system up there. So once again, you're not messing with anything. I've got all my dirt compacted now, and I've got the system done. On top of the hill, I have to connect for that drain to get a little longer because I've got such a long stretch. And you can see I have PVC, hot glue, and that's not going anywhere. And but that's pretty much it for the first part of the video. Next, what's going to happen is the last part of the series that I am currently at. I'll show you in the next video where I'm at currently. But as you can see, the drainage and a lot of the valves need to be put in. So we'll do that on the next video.